All right, good afternoon, evening, or whenever you are seeing this class. It is your professor, Dr. Jace Austin. And today I just wanted to say you're almost done. You are almost done, folks. We have pretty much reached our due dates. It's currently April the 22nd. It's my birthday. I'm 36 years old now. I'm old as hell. Please don't make fun of me. And yes, I am uh yes, I am doing some old man stuff now, looking for those old man medicines and all those sorts of things. So all you young people, enjoy your time because youth is not forever. But what I did want to say is we are pretty much coming up at the end, folks. LibGuide assignment was due yesterday, April the 21st. I'm trying to get caught up on grading. I apologize for being behind on that, but I'm going to get there. Taking care of business and trying to get there for you all. But we don't have any more major assignments. We do have a few discussion board posts. We have the semester-long project, which I hope you've been working on. It's going to be due May 9th. And this is really the last major thing you have to do. I just said we don't have any major things left over. I lied. Where is my mind? I don't know. I guess this is another symptom of getting older. But yes, so you are done with most of the major stuff in this class in the semester-long project, which is due May 9th. This is the final thing that you have to really do and do as an assignment. Again, there are a few discussions left, but we have almost made it, folks. So thank you for hanging in there. Let me hit these discussion boards and then we will briefly go over something today. I'm hoping to keep this video under 30 minutes. We'll see. But as always, you can speed me up. Alright, so yeah, I've had quite a few questions about how to submit the LibGuide assignment. So I am going to give a grace period for that. It's still due April the 21st. I'm not actually extending the due date. I know people get upset when I extend due dates, so don't take it as that, but I'm just saying because there was some uncertainty here, I am going to give a grace period. I'm probably not going to deduct points for submissions that are a few days late in this case. I would say that if I get your submission by, let's go with, I would say if I get your submission by the 27th, I probably will not deduct any points. But yes, as far as submitting the LibGuide assignment, and this is what I did last semester as well, I see them when they are in the Austin 2019 folder that Eve is mentioning here. This folder here. So if you put it there, I will see it. And if I don't see your submission, I will contact you just to see what's going on. And then as far as your video, what you can do, you have pretty much two options. You can either email me a link, send me a link in Messenger, or you can you can do that if your video is in YouTube or Vimeo or something like that. Or you can just go ahead and submit a video file to me in the submission section of Canvas. Either way will work. So I apologize for that confusion, and to Samantha, I'm sorry that I didn't get to your question earlier. So like I said, I'm not extending the due date. I'm just saying that there's going to be a grace period because of this uncertainty. So I will not be counting off for submissions that come in within the next few days. So there's that. And again, I apologize for any confusion there. It doesn't look like there are other questions in this area of the discussion forum that need to be addressed to the rest of the class. So Yes. I apologize again for not seeing this earlier, Sam, but yeah, and I will see the libguides that are in that folder. And like I said, I'm just because I don't see a submission from you, I'm not going to assume that you didn't submit one. What I'm going to do is I'm going to reach out to you. So we should be okay on that. I just want you all to feel at ease there, okay? I don't like for students to worry. Okay, let's see. Okay, so this video is going to be even shorter than I thought. And hey, we're coming up on the home stretch, so you know, you all may appreciate that. But one thing that I did want to show you is that I've had students who weren't aware that there actually is a legal form resource. So I just wanted to show you all that that exists here in Missouri, and in your home state, you may want to follow up to see if it exists there as well. So if you live in Kansas or if you live in any other state, we have these resources at the public library um, in North Carolina, but I didn't see it too often at academic libraries. So I did just want to show you very quickly. We may be done in less than 15 minutes here, folks. So, you know, praise them for small miracles, I guess, if you're a religious person, and if you're not, just show love to the universe, maybe. Um, but this is a very helpful resource, and so that's why I wanted to show you this. So I'm going to go to Mid-Continent Public Library's website because that's my home library, and uh, it's just called. Let me just call it Missouri. Hold on, y'all. I'm sorry. Yeah, there we go. Um, Missouri legal forms. Okay. And so you can go to Missouri legal forms. And this is something I want you all to be aware of because there was a time when you just had to go into the library to get these legal forms. Or you could, I guess, pay a lawyer or something to get them for you, retrieve them. Uh, but a lot of people would go into the library and you would have ready reference and things like that, and they would have all sorts of legal forms. But now you are seeing this in a lot of states, and it's very helpful. So if you need legal forms, or even if your friends need legal forms, and they're like, and I've done this before. I had a friend who was like, I need a contract, such and such and such. My friend is a DJ, and he wanted a contract to DJ a fraternity party. And I told him about the North Carolina legal forms, which the Missouri legal forms work pretty much the same way. And we were able to get a contract for him. So, and then all he had to do was just fill in the blanks and have the other party fill in the blanks, and they signed. And there it was. So, let's take a look just at some of these so you can see what's there. You have your most popular searches in the left. So like divorce forms, will and estates, real estate, landlord tenant is always a big one. When I was working in the public library, I did a year and a half as an adult services librarian in a public library in Winston-Salem, North Carolina. I just want to let y'all know that if your libraries are anything like that one, then landlord tenant is probably going to come up a lot. So you can go in and choose it, and you're going to have a lot of results. So you can come over, but there are some neat things in here. So for instance, sorry, I don't even know what just happened there. Let me go back. So yeah, there are neat things that you can find in here. Sample letters, for instance. This is something that a lot of people back in Winston-Salem seem to appreciate. Well, I shouldn't say a lot of people because I didn't use this resource that much. But when I did do it, it seemed like there was there was an appreciation here. And by the way, so you can see letters non-legal. So these resources, and by the way, I don't have a law degree. So if any of you do, then you can probably also recommend when to and when not to use these things. And there are some things that are legal documents, and then we've got non-legal things here. Letters, I think, would be non-legal. But for instance, so sample letter for notice to vacate from tenant to landlord. Can click that, and there are a couple ways to download it. I actually thought that PDF was an option, but apparently I'm wrong. So let's go with some Microsoft Word here, and I can come back here and what on earth? Hold on. Okay, now that looks better. So, and then what happens is these things can be filled out. So, you know, on each field, blah, blah, blah. And you got your sample letter here. You know what I'm saying? Now, again, this is a, this is very brief for one thing, but this is a sample letter, and this would be non-legal. This is pretty much just informing the landlord of an impending vacating of a premise. So you got that. But some of these forms have legal binding. So I'm gonna go back and then go back again. And let's see, this. Let me pause this while I kind of look around. Okay, so let's maybe take a look at this one. I think this will fit our needs just for the display here. 30-day notice to terminate month-to-month lease, non-residential from tenant to landlord. I'm going to do the landlord to tenant, actually. So you get this, and you get a description here. You want to read over that description and just make sure that it fits the situation at hand. You can get a law summary here. And so I think some of the Missouri statutes, again, I'm not a lawyer, so if there are any people with law degrees, please correct me, and I will incorporate that. But I think part of your statute information from Missouri statutes you find in the law summary. And again, if you want this form, you can download it and enable editing. And you just fill in the blanks. And this should be, I believe this should be legally binding. But again, if you need actual legal advice, contact a lawyer if at all possible. And then I would also say that when you are in practice, be very careful about giving what's potentially legal advice to patrons. And they will ask for it sometimes. And you just have to wiggle your way around that. Let me get back to, where's my home page? Missouri Legal Forms. So I do just want y'all to also see all the various other categories we have here. So acknowledgments, criminal employment. There's a lot going on here. And so you can probably find, especially once you get really familiar with the contents of this type of a database, you can generally find whatever you need as far as contracts and filing for patents, trademarks. A lot of it is here. Let me. There was one that I wanted to see. Disc jockey. So yeah, I was talking about my friend DJ in the party earlier. And so with that, you can just fill in these blanks. And you've got the employer and you got the disc jockey, you sign it. And if it's filled out properly, you should have a legally binding contract there. Okay? So this can be a very useful resource. No, I did not keep this under 15 minutes, but I tried. But I would encourage you all to uh, find this resource at your public library. I don't think Mizzou has it. And again, you should have a version of this for your state. I had this in North Carolina and South Carolina, two states that I previously lived in, at public libraries there. And so, if you have trouble finding this, then contact your librarian and they should be able to help. That's going to be it for this week. Thank you all for being such a great class, and I will check in with you next week.